All right, a couple weeks ago, I started the Buffalo Nickel book fill project. After doing the nickels that I had dates on, I decided to nic-a-date the dateless ones. So I did a part 1 video where I nic-a-dated the S-minted nickels. I started with 10 or 20, and then I did another 20, and then I did all the Denver minute nickels. Okay, so after those 4 videos, the results of the nic-a-date left a few coins with no date still. Didn't raise a date, and I was still very curious, so I've looked up a couple videos online, and they talked about using distilled white vinegar and hydrogen peroxide to raise dates on Buffalo nickels and clean them all at the same time. So I also use this is a plastic bowl from a frozen dinner, microwave dinner, right? So I'm not using my wife's good china. She would be very upset. So the next video you'll see is the results of me using this process. Now I can talk about the process. It's pretty simple. You take some of the distilled white vinegar, put it in a cup, put it in the freezer, let it get slushy, put your coins in the bowl, dump the slush on top, add a dash of hydrogen peroxide, wait for 12 hours. The slush should turn blue. At that point, you want to flip the coins over, and I think you want to start the process over for the rear. I don't know if it's a good idea to use the same mixture that you used on the front. I think you start the process over to do the rear. Anyhow, there's also a baking soda to clean this off of the, add the baking soda to kind of deactivate this chemical reaction. But I know that the baking soda is rather harsh for coins, so I decided to not do that. I rinsed them off in hot water, and then I used in cold water a just Dawn dishwashing liquid, and I kind of just finger and thumb, and I clean the coins off to just get all that chemical and rinse them thoroughly. And that seemed to work, because the first ones that I experiment with, after I rinsed off this stuff, they actually kind of turned brown. It looks like they were rusting. So after I used the dishwashing liquid, it seemed like the nice gray color, white color of the coins stayed that way and didn't tarnish or turn brown. So that's just my experience. You can experiment too with your dateless Buffalo nickels. The following video is the 36 coins that I treated in this mixture that I wasn't able to pull dates, or the dates weren't really very visible after nic-a-dating. Plus the fact that the nic-a-date leaves a mark or a stain on the coin, which is very obvious. After you use this process, the entire coin is clean, so it actually looks better, and they make great fillers for your books. So the following video is the results, and then I'm going to show you how I was able to pretty much finish off my Buffalo nickel books using restored date Buffalo nickels. All right, here we go. 1913, 1914, 1913, 1914, 15, 15, 15, 15, 16, 15, 16, I believe that's 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 17, 17, 20, 27, 27, 23, 20, can't tell. I believe that's 17, 19, 29. So I soaked these for 24 hours in white vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. Overall, they really look good. And I may put some of these in my books to definitely fill holes that I have. But I mean, some of these have come out really nice. These were all dateless. (1913) D, type 1. 1913. That's an S type 1. 1913. D, type 2. So, what do you think? These were coins that I couldn't sell to a dealer for 50 cents without a date. All right, so pretty good results. What I neglected to mention is those 36 coins were just the D and S minted coins that from the dateless Buffalo nickels. This all started when I Stepped into a bank and I'm asking for halves and dollars, and the girl said she had $40 in Buffalo nickels if I wanted them, and of course I bought them. I got them home, I pulled all the dates. I still had literally 70% of those nickels were dateless, and so I went through and pulled all the ones that I can pull a mint mark off the back, and I separated those, and those are the ones that I focused on because those are the ones that are going to have the most value. After nic-a-dating all of them and then cleaning the balance of the ones that didn't pull a date after nic-a-dating, these are the results. I was able to fill pretty much 80 to 90% of my Buffalo nickel books using the coins from this batch. And again, I focused on San Francisco and Denver minted Buffalo nickels because those are the ones that I had holes in the book. All right, so here's my book one Buffalo nickel book fill. And as you see, after I filled the book with all the coins that I had dates, I was left with gaps and holes, mostly San Francisco and Denver minted coins. That's pretty typical for being on the East Coast because we're in the Philadelphia district, so it would be difficult to find San Francisco and Denver minted Buffalo nickels in fair condition or even readable dates. One of the things I neglected to mention in the previous clip is that most of the coins that I restored were older than 1930, so that was positive. This is book two. I had additional gaps in those books. So book one had the best of the coins that I had, and then I started a second book because I had lots of Buffalo nickels, but I didn't have lots of San Francisco or Denver minted coins. Each of those books, or these two books, the gaps were all filled, or Denver and San Francisco minted coins. Again, I had pretty much every Philadelphia minted Buffalo nickel out there. So here's a list of what I had in the books after filling them, and it looks like I was about 60% full. I had pretty much, and then these are the list of coins that I didn't have. So again, San Francisco and Denver minted coins, which is the reason why I focused on those mint marked dateless buffaloes, because I was hoping I could fill these books. So here we go. This is book one, and as you can see, I closed a lot of gaps here, and I think I'm down to, I believe, 5 holes in book one, which is my best of book. And book two fared pretty well too. I still have some gaps to fill in here. I think I was down to 10 holes in book two. And in the next clip, you'll see the dates of all the nickels that are missing from these two books and the mintages. And, so I keep on trucking, and I'm going to fill these books out, and, the task is much better now. So yes, I had 43 of 64 in book one, and now I'm down to 5 of 64 in book one, so that's a pretty good number. That's about 95%. And 10 of 64, it looks like about 80%, 85% of the book is now complete. Book one, these are the missing coins from book one. And again, 4 of the 5, and I'm surprised I don't have a 21p. I'm sure I do. I got to do a re-look through all my coins. I'm sure I'll fill that hole. But yes, these are fairly low mintage coins, and the same 5 I'm missing in book 2 plus another 5. Again, fairly rare and mostly Denver and San Francisco minted coins. So there you go. Check me out on eBay. I've got coins listed there under JDK Collectibles. That's my son's page. And I also have a Facebook page, Coin Row Hunting with Coin Mojo, or Coin Mojo's Coin Row Hunting. Give me those 4 clicks. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Also comment and share. Let me know what your thoughts are on this series and how I'm doing, or what are your thoughts on restored date Buffalo nickels. Thanks again for coming. Coin Mojo out. See you next time.